Nice to be here in Nebraska. I'm a Colorado native, so don't hold that against me, but I'm loving it out here. Even in the chilled weather that we've had over the winter, it's been very nice, and very nice to get to know all of you volunteers. Well, thank you for taking time out of your schedule today to participate in this training. And I was thinking about, well, what can I say to volunteers that have a master's degree and PhDs and everything else, but I came up with just a couple things. You know, as we celebrate our 100 years of scouting and look towards our next 100 years, one of the reasons we're going to be able to make it another 100 years is because of the Commissioner Corps that we have here within our councils. You guys and gals play a vital role in ensuring that to support our units and also the quality programs that we provide to the units that we have here within the council, within the districts that we serve. As professionals, of course, we can't do it all. We have to rely on the volunteers. Hopefully it's a two-way street that we rely on each other to continue to provide quality programs. I truly believe that the future of our organizations this organization is the people in this room who are going to provide that quality service, and also looking at the quality programs. The youth that we serve right now are going to be the future leaders organizations. Future leader, I keep on saying organization, of this organization. They are going to be our future. And they are going to either have a good experience or they're going to have a negative experience in the Boy Scouts of America. And I think we need to do everything that we can to focus on not only the quality, but the retention of the units and the families that we serve right now. To me, that'll take us the next 100 years in this scouting program. Some of the things that we are focusing on in the Cornhusker Council so we can be more proactive than reactive, and that are retention indicators, or you can look at it as your health assessment forms that we have. Some of the key things that we're really focusing on, and that is, all of you know, trained leaders. Trained leaders are vital to providing the quality programs that we have in here. And also looking at advancement. If we look at our youth, whether or not our youth are advancing in the program, are they or aren't they? And if they're not, why not? And what are we doing to help them? We look at outdoor programs. Outdoor programs are key in having our long-term camping, our Cub Scout camping, our day camps, our outdoor activities. All those are essential in providing, again, the quality of what we're going to provide. There's also other things that we can look at, and that is, a lot of times we look at units that have high Boys Life subscriptions are more likely to stay in scouting. We look at our membership comparisons. And that is, if you look at this year compared to last year, what did they recharter with? If they started out with 60 and now they're 10 or 20, there's some issues that are happening out there within that unit. And so what are we doing now? Now we're taking more of a reactive role than a proactive. So what we're doing in the council is every month that we are putting out a spreadsheet for our commissioners and for our district committees that will go unit by unit to show exactly whether or not they have trained leaders, whether or not the boys are advancing, whether or not either they're participating in camp or signed up to go to camp. We're looking at reloads to scout transition. Do we have that communication between our packs and our troops? Are we communicating amongst one another to be able to support these programs? If we show, again, that the unit does not have the trained leaders, they're not advancing, they don't have their outdoor program, it's up to us, professionals, commissioners and the district committees and the council program committee to really look at what can we do to help these units, what can we do to get them to training. If the volunteers are not understanding the advancement program, it's probably because why? Because they haven't gone to training. If they don't understand or don't know what outdoor programs that we have available to them, it's up to us to be able to help them through, to help them see these key indicators to show whether or not they are going to be successful. But I can tell you, if they're not doing any running the 4 or 5 things that we have in there, they are going to be a failing unit, and they are going to be those units that are not going to be rechartering. So one of the things that I really want to focus on in the Cornhusker Council, and that is the retention of our youth. Okay, they may not make Eagle Scout, as much as we would like them to, they may not. But you know what? We want them to come out with a quality program that they remember when they become adults and say, you know what? As a scout, I had a great time. I remember going out to camp with my friends. I remember those opportunities, those lad and dads, and I went out there with my friends that I had, with with the dads that were out there. And I will tell you that some of the boys that I met in my second grade and working on my Wolf Scout are still my friends today, and were some of my best men when I was married. So those are some of the lasting friendships that I've had from scouting. I am not an Eagle Scout, but I will tell you what, scouting definitely had a very positive experience with me, and also having a family that was parents that were separated. It really gave me some good quality time with my father to really go out and do some of those outdoor activities. And those are some of the things that I remember in scouting. But I really believe that through the retention indicators and looking through health assessments, that we can really see patterns of failing units that are out there. And again, I would stress it is up to us to work with them to make sure that they are going to be a good, viable program that are providing quality service to the families that they serve within that community. Again, as I mentioned, the future of this organization, I believe, is now. It's not later, it's now in what we are providing. So I thank you for coming out here, for spending your time out here to educate yourself in what we can do to impact the quality of the scouting program and what we can do. But I will say that a lot of times that we may have the titles, okay? I am the scout executive, but I have the title, but it's my job to ensure that I'm communicating with our volunteers and our professional staff and doing everything that I can. It is my responsibility to make sure that our scouts in my service area, in my jurisdiction, are having a quality program, and I'm doing everything that I can to make sure that we have that for the scouts that we serve. Again, thank you for your time today, and look forward to visiting with you all here this afternoon. Thank you.